and shall be kept for 30 days as public record. There was no action taken in closed session. It was all information. Please stand for the pledge. Well, our new board members, please lead us to the pledge.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands,
one nation, under
indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
justice for all.
Okay, roll call. I am here. Peter Redmond's here. Cobb Intellect is here, sort of. I guess we could just mark him here, right? Yeah. Justin's here. Sunny is here, and Miss Finch is here. You have a correction?
Yes, a couple.
Okay.
On page 4, the first, under classified confidential, Jessica Aguilar Carson, she declined the position. Navarro Brianna, she also declined the position.
What was the second one? Camaro?
Cavarro, yeah, sorry, I lined it out.
The third one? First and third. Decline.
And then down, Christopher Corson, he's going from TMS to Roseman Elementary.
Okay, he is then up from the bottom.
Yes.
He said he's going where?
He is going from Tropico to Roseman Elementary.
Okay. Tropical to Arios.
And then Hurtado Sanchez, but she is going to be food service at TMS.
TMS instead of West Park.
Yes. And then,
Which one? I'm sorry. Sorry.
Quintila Horto. She's going to
Okay.
TMS instead of West Park.
Oh.
So instead of West Park, she's going to TMS.
and then on page 6, for Megan Rodriguez, Alicia Campbell-Liza, and Terry Jumara, the position should just read stipend. So for each one of those 3, it should say, instead of prep buyout, it should say stipend, stipend, and stipend.
Okay, now. Pepper, do we still have?
Yes, sir. I approve to approve the agenda with the changes that were just
Given.
given. Yes.
Second by? Second. Second by Ray. Board member, any thoughts? Yeah. Motion? All in favor?
Aye.
I did too.
Sorry, who seconded that? We're having technical difficulties.
Right.
Right.
Thank you.
CSDA report.
With all due respect, we would like Arcadia to go first.
Okay, RTA.
All right. So. Welcome everybody. RTA is excited to be getting back to the past result this past that week and a half. Some of us were trained last week at Abbott. This was exciting, except that the board approved us to go to Abbott when the tsunami was coming, so thank you. But we all did make it back, so, although they were concerned down in San Diego, I don't, I mean, but, whatever. But there is a great sense of energy, anticipation across the campuses as we get to meet our new students very soon. I'm sure a lot of our board members have kids going to school, so we'll be excited to get rid of them. So, and send them back to us. But tomorrow we'll be meeting with all new teachers, while the event is primarily designed for just the new teachers, but all teachers are welcome. You guys are more than welcome to come by. It'll be in the West Park cafeteria from 11 to 12. And we're providing lunch. It is Subway games. So if anybody's there, Robert's not invited. Is that the last time with the cookies? So if anybody's nearby wants to join us for a meal, come on by. We'd love to see you. Ongoing matters. As we mentioned in recent email correspondence, RTA did raise, I know you just spoke on one, but raised two further issues that emerged over the past week with regards to, in general, cut buyouts, not just the we continue to see clarity on how cut buyouts are being assigned and whether they're being implemented in a way that is equitable and consistent. After school assignments, upon reviewing the most recent board agenda, it was surprising to see that roughly $78,000 is allocated for after school activities and assignments in regards to cut buyouts. And again, this is credit, it's hard to speak. This raises questions about how the funds are being distributed, which roles are included, and how the responsibilities are going to be defined and tied to these funds so that they're used and monitored correctly. We respectfully request, just to review it, transparency, fairness for all employees. I want to note that I did have a productive conversation with Ms. Gaines. We emailed back and forth, and I appreciate that. To be very clear, RTA is not against any individual's classification, specific assignments, and I'll get to that in a minute. Since taking the role of RTA president, I've worked to maintain an honest and open dialogue with the district office. Our intent is not punitive, and again, I'll get to that in a minute, as has been suggested to me, but rather to seek clarity, consistency, and accountability, which is our responsibility to all members, all stakeholders. That all stakeholders should be held accountable. We hope that this ongoing dialogue reflects our shared commitment to doing what is best for students, staff, and district as a whole. And to get to what I was saying about punitive and RTA being against, or somehow me personally, and I did reach out to Ms. Gaines and let her know that this was from members. We want to raise concern in regards to confidentiality or internal communications. So this week, more importantly, yesterday afternoon, two separate community members who are not SKUSD employees approached, it says us, I'm going to be honest with me, to discuss the content of emails that were sent. They are not anybody in this room. So we want to just make note that the emails that are intended for board and district staff, we really should maintain that. We hope that and we expect that professional correspondence is treated with the discretion and professionalism that it deserves, particularly when addressing ongoing and sensitive matters. We respectfully ask that you just uphold the integrity. And again, I wasn't told who was said to, and I'm going to be again transparent with you guys. But when this game is sort of like that. But when content of emails, and I'm going to be honest, like grossing out. I mean, I'm just shocked at like people come up to me asking me about the administrative staff here in SKUSD. It took me back. So, and I'm going to be transparent. I mean, it takes me back because I'm thinking, there's nobody in this room, like I said, and I don't know how that person can find out that we're having communications and stuff. So, again, somehow maybe it happened, but just want to just make that note that if we could, because in all honesty, I was also with my kids. I'm not out to ignore any of you guys, to be. And then I look like I'm being rude. I'm like, I can't discuss that with you and stuff. But I just want to bring that up. I hope it doesn't, negatively affect anybody, that I'm bringing it up. But I just want to be upfront and honest. I've been like that when this game is over. And stuff, but that's really all. But we really are excited to see the game on the whole. But Okay, there you go. All done? Okay.
CCA,
Yes. Ready to get back to work? Well, I mean, I've been working all summer, so.
you guys been working hard.
I mean,
all
West
summer.
Park's, we're rocking and rolling, we're ready to go, construction's going good. But, I wanna congratulate Ashley as a fully trained steward now. Still has a little bit of homework to do before we could, appoint her, but congratulations, Ashley. Thank you to HR for getting these, PD trainings out. Most of our members have completed 3 of the 4 PD trainings now, so we're happy about that. And then last but not least, CSEA is in full support with RTA on the unfair compensation of these buyouts and the community funds.
Okay, thank you. Student board meeting. Okay,
Senior orientation this morning at 8 to 11. 11 and 10th graders have tomorrow, and 9th graders will have theirs on the 7th. And that's done.
thank you. CBO, Mr. Irving.
Alrighty, I want to say welcome back to everybody as they get ready to come back to school. If they haven't started with professional development this week yet, you know, they're part of next week's sessions, and then all the students and everybody. I want to congratulate Fallon and the Parent Center on backpack giveaway on Monday. Seeing large crowds, still a lot of backpacks. There's, you know, for those who haven't picked up backpacks yet, they're still giving them away. And, you know, it doesn't have quite all the fanfare that Monday did, but there are still backpacks available. So please stop by the Parent Center. I'm sure Fallon and Elizabeth will be more than happy to talk to you. Construction's still going underway. Knocking on wood. All the, you know, bits and pieces and dust and all of that, it will be cleaned up as much as possible prior to the students returning. And everybody has a good start of the year. Thank you.
Good night.
Take a shower.
I just questioned whether it already had to be finished by the time that we needed it.
Depends on how we define the finish.
Oh, well, yeah. As long as there's no chunks of stuff laying around everywhere.
It's workable.
Yeah, exactly.
There's gonna be some midnight oil burn, but it'll be ready.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna go there on Monday. But Assistant Superintendent of Instruction and Curriculum, Mendez.
Good evening, to everyone that joins us here in person and also online. Welcome back. We hope that everyone had a nice summer. And I want to thank all the departments, in particular team members and Ed Services, Hilda, Anna, Yesenia, and Dr. Culver for their support in Ed Services, as well as other departments and school sites. There's been a lot of people helping out with setting up with the professional development setup, getting things and then with the cleanup and actual training. So we want to thank our custodial staff, our tech support people like Gary has been helping out with setting up the tech support there for our PDs in the RES cafeteria. Also at other sites, Roseman High, tech support, and also Rosie and her team with setting up light snacks and coffee, things like that for our teachers and welcoming the teachers back as well. Also want to thank teachers that helped out for summer school for our summer session 1 and 2. We appreciate their support for summer school. And team members that joined us for the PLC Institute as well as the Avid Summer Institute. We had a similar team members that joined us in Avid Summer Institute. We had a chance to listen to keynote speakers as well as participate in breakout sessions, network, and then collaborate during team time as well. So it was very exciting. We learned a lot. We have information to bring back and share with staff for this school year. So we appreciate the support of the board and the deans in regards to ongoing professional development. Today we have thinking maps. We've also had character strong training yesterday for classified staff as well as new teachers, and returning teachers optional for them. We do invite them though if they're interested. We welcome them to join on any PD opportunities, and we continue to have PD opportunities throughout this week. And that is the report for its services.
Thank you, Dr. Mendes. Assistant Superintendent of Special Education and Pupil Personnel.
She is not here.
She's not here.
Mr. President, I can just add a couple of things for Ms. Taylor. First, some not good news. Ms. Taylor broke her right arm Monday and allegedly was broken in multiple places at her wrist area. So that's the reason she's not here this evening. But I do want to thank Ms. Taylor and her team. As Dr. Mendez mentioned, they've had 2 days of professional development, character strong on Tuesday, and then today, the Ms. Kirk, her special ed coordinator, and the mental health therapist, and the BCBAs provided different focus areas in the training at the Rosemont High Gym today, and that they had quite a large turnout on both days. Seating was provided for over 300 people. So I just want to I know she would want us to thank her team, and I want to thank her for providing that training for many of the paraeducators and different classified staff who attended. So yeah.
Assistant Superintendent, Human Resource, Ian Harkis.
Good evening, everyone, and hopefully everybody's excited to be coming back and get ready to have all the kids come next week. Our office has been very busy. We are filling our last few certificated positions. As Jeremy noted, there's been a lot of professional development for classified, and Paul has been setting all of that up. So he's running around trying to make sure everybody's where they need to be and everybody knows where they're going. And Becky over at our office, just you can see from our personnel list, everybody's moving in different places. So all of that has to be input into the system so that everybody's in the right spot. So it's just, working hard, and not to leave Monica out, but she went on vacation for a couple weeks and then came back and got really sick. So I haven't seen too much of her, but she works very hard when she's there. So I have a great team. So if anybody ever needs anything, we are there to help. So
Thank you. Superintendent report. Skinny.
Okay, thank you. I want to touch briefly, I'll try to keep it brief, on the West Park Satellite Campus at RES. And I want to, first of all, thank Mr. Holmes and Mrs. Ament, and especially the 5 West Park teachers who are transitioning for the 25-26 school year to that satellite campus, because it's been a lot of moving details to make that happen, and I just want to thank them for their generosity and their patience, and they were a pleasure to work with during all of this. And I've been over there, I go over every few days with Raleigh, and it's looking really pretty good. I didn't realize TK had so many little things. Oh my gosh. Like their baskets have baskets. I mean, it's just crazy, but they're making it look so good. And the two buildings look quite different. It's really excited. Makes me want to do the whole area, but that's another conversation. And I want to say, I want to thank Raleigh Davis. I don't know if someone asked me, does Raleigh work 7 days a week? I'm thinking he just might, because he lets the cat out of the bag sometimes, and he'll say, oh, don't worry, I was over there on Sunday, or I stopped by on Saturday to see if the fields, I mean, it's just, I don't know, it's crazy. I just want to say to everyone that the man is all over this district 7 days a week, and we would not be able to do everything we do without him. And I just want to say thank you, Raleigh. And I doubt if he's listening. Maybe he's getting some rest right now. I don't know. I wish he would be. And piggyback on what Robert said about the backpack giveaways stopped over Monday. I want to thank Fallon and Elizabeth, and I also want to thank Assemblyman Tom Lackey, who came by, and I wasn't there when Assemblyman Lackey was, but Fallon was sharing with me that he just was very, very impressed with everything, the ice cream social and the prizes and all the activities going on. And I did look at the backpacks. There are some great looking backpacks. I was like, okay, I do not need a backpack, but like I wanted one. But then it was like I couldn't figure out which one I wanted. So it's probably better I didn't get one. But I just want to say thank you, Fallon and Elizabeth, for it. It was, you could tell the kids were very excited. I mean, they were just standing there looking at the wall of backpacks. They were Jan's work backpacks, so very high quality backpacks with all the goodies inside. Avid was great, just too much walking. Oh my gosh. They never put us in the hotel where the conference is or where our classes are. But a team of 61. And I just want to say that if you want to have a proud moment when you're in team time and your 61 people are working as sites, trying to not only we made them review what happened this year with Avid, and now how do we move forward and make Avid 25, 26 even better for our kids. And you see 61 people collaborating and creating and planning what they're going to do. It just makes you very, very proud as a district. I felt the same pride at the PLC conference as I did at the Avid conference. And so it validates for me why it's so important, and it justifies for me why it's so important for us to take the teachers and spend the money, because it's really worth it. So I just want to say thank you to everyone who attended. And enrollment numbers, they're not going down. Just wanted to tell you that. High school right now, Mr. Adams Dane is sitting at about 930, and that was earlier today. So I'm not sure we're going to put them. Do any room on the roof, maybe for a class or two. It's growing. And of course, West Park's numbers are not, everybody's growing, even RES and Tropico. So that's a great thing. And finally, I just want to say that we have, well, two things. One, we have some great professional development for the teachers on Monday. We are bringing Nancy Fry, and she's going to be in the new cafeteria, and she's authored many, many books. She's world renowned, and she's going to be here focusing on rigor, which is something I think we're ready for in Southern Kern. Our kids, we're ready to provide our kids a learning environment of high expectations. So we welcome Nancy at the new cafeteria, and Joseph Asoff will be doing the math professional development at West Park cafeteria for all the secondary math teachers. So very, very excited about that. And last, I just wanted to say that parents, we are getting very, very close to opening day, which is Wednesday, August 13th. If you have not enrolled your child yet, regardless of the grade, please try to get in by Friday, so we really have an accurate account of how many students in each section, so we know if we have enough teachers or not. Right now, we're looking pretty good, but as I said, every day, the line for enrollment is pretty intense. So I just want to remind everybody about that. And we're very, very excited to open the 25-26 year. It seems like we just closed the 24-25, but here we are again. So I'll leave it at that. We're excited. Thank you.
Board member communication. Just,
really not too much going on. I appreciate the backpack giveaway. I saw the turnout online. It's very impressive. Thank you for all your work over there. I was able to attend the retreat with administrative staff a couple weeks ago. It was very impressive. A lot of information, a lot of good information for staff. Thank you for putting that on. Other than that, I'm good.
Everyone. Oh, thank you. For your yes, from social, I was able to pass by that on my way out of town, and that line was ridiculously long. So that was great. That was a great turnout. I would like to see that for school night and things like that too. So we can get that crowd there to all of the schools. That would be amazing.
Give them ice cream. Give them big.
I know we only have 1 week to go, so hopefully everyone is getting in their last minute shopping, last quick trips to the beach, wherever it is you want to go, get it in before school starts and the homework starts rolling in. Set your alarms to everybody. I know it's awful to say, but I'm sorry you have to do it. And I hope that everything's going well with the military families and getting them situated and welcomed into the district if we have those kids coming in. Other than that, I think
Yes. I'm so sorry. I'm so tired. When she said get your last trips in, I just came from the airport and I made it. So we've got a week left. This summer flew by, and I was also able to attend a leadership retreat with you guys. So that was really exciting. I'm really looking forward to this school year. Like, it takes a village. Like, all of you guys make this district run, and I'm looking forward to next year and you guys planting seeds and growing things. Of course, radishes, lettuces, come on. Other than that, I'll leave you guys alone. Yeah, sorry I couldn't do the social. I was out of town. But yeah, that's all. Thank you.
Bob.
Oh, my turn. Well, as I said, I've been on vacation here in Salem, Vermont, having a good time. I had the opportunity to meet with the superintendent of Maple Run School District, which is the school district that is part of my high school. Barbara, you'll be happy to know that I think I found your clone. Your in-service training, everything that you do, he is doing as well. He just has a couple more, he has an extra high school that we don't, but it was a very interesting. And Robert, you don't have to worry about voters approving our budget, which they have to have out here, so you won't have to pull your hair out. As Mrs. Gaines will probably agree, even though I've been on vacation, I've still been engaged. We had some discussion the last couple of days on some items that I think we finally got resolved. but I'm here for the kids, and that's the reason why I wanted to zoom in tonight, because there's a lot of issues. Okay, Mario, back to you.
Mr. President, can I just remind everybody, yesterday was Bob's birthday. Happy birthday, Bob.
Thank you.
We'll have cake when you come back, Bob.
Appreciate it.
Okay.
Don't tell them how many though.
Oh, I won't. No, I gotta do it.
Guess it's my turn. Alan, I was over here Monday morning and there was nowhere to even stand over there. So it was really busy.
You wanna know
Thank
the
you.
number?
Yeah.
Yeah.
1,454 people that day.
Wow, well done. Good.
Not just me, for sure.
No wonder it was busy over there.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody, for everything you've done over the summer. I know you guys were busy as all get out, trying to get all the campuses cleaned up, and moved, and everything else you guys had to do. Thank you. You guys put in a lot of extra time. Construction wise, we are just going, go, 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 go. We've got so many projects going on that are just, it seems like we're barely starting to finish up one when two more start up. So bear with us with all the construction stuff that we've got going. West Park's got a bunch of work going on right now. So this Tropico, the center section of the old campus is just, it looks like a mess, but it is a good mess. It's good. There's been a lot of issues that are being fixed that have been there for 50 some years that are finally going to get fixed correctly. And you know, the revamping of Roseman Elementary, the old Roseman Elementary. A lot of work's been getting done. So thanks everybody for being patient with us and putting up with all the headaches of construction, because it's a headache. And transportation, you guys getting all geared up, ready to move them kids around. Okay.
Don't worry, I'm
I'm
ready to
telling
get
you,
back to
we're
work.
gonna move you.
Already moved. Already moved, not on the way anymore. I'm just kidding. I did it just for you.
That's the sad side you've done that one. Okay, do we have any comments from the public?
None.
Approve A through P. Does anybody have any questions on any of the, there's a lot of stuff there. So-
Right, I actually do have one question on item G, for the professional services of Anna Oriana. And it looks like she's gonna be assisting, visually impaired students in our district. And I was just wondering how many visually impaired students we have. Cheryl's not here. Come on.
But, Ms. Hepburn, I will get that answer and send it to you tomorrow morning.
Okay.
As soon as Cheryl is back. I think it's tomorrow.
It's not tomorrow, it's
Okay.
fine, I understand.
How does that work? Like, is it something like?
It's someone that's contracted.
That was
I
kind of.
know, but I'm saying, like, how does, like, what's?
They might
That
provide
was my question.
large print books.
Oh.
They do what?
They might provide like large print books or things that would help a student that might be visually impaired.
Braille.
Could be that equipment too.
And then everything's gonna be a roll call vote, since Bob will
Right.
be a Zoom.
Okay, so
I will
we're gonna
listen
start
to
with,
the roll.
I move to approve the items.
Before you move, it has to be roll call.
Oh, before we move, we have to roll call.
So it'd be, board member,
No.
you answer yes, no, or abstain.
Right, but,
It has to be
Before I
we
motion.
can't do a motion?
You still have to do a motion.
Yes, at the end.
No.
So you do a roll call vote and then the motion, the second, and then, all in favor.
No, it's motion, second, vote.
And then
The roll
a
call.
roll call vote after that.
Okay. Proceed.
No, well, that's,
I'm just saying.
yeah,
Oh,
No,
let's go with the motion.
okay.
I move to approve the items.
Second,
Okay,
No.
then we'll start with the roll call vote. Ms. Finch? Mr. Wright?
yes.
Brandon?
Confused. Yes.
Hepburn?
Aye.
Vincelette?
Aye.
And I will say aye. Katara, say aye.
And then do all the
They'll just, on the item 8, we have discussed to table this item till further information is provided. So it will be moved to the next board agenda, August 20th. And hopefully more information will be present that we could actually make a decision on this. So.
Mario, do we have to move and
Yes, we do.
second, table it? Okay.
Motion to table,
I will move to table.
and Vincelette will move for tabling.
I'll second.
Okay. Well, I made a motion and Bob seconded.
Oh, his move is a second?
Yeah.
Yes.
Now we need a roll call vote on that. So, Ms. Finch will be abstained on that one because she did not get to be in this session.
Alma can do it for you if you'd like. Do the roll call.
Go ahead.
Okay, you can, good.
Alrighty, student board member Finch,
She cannot vote because there was,
right, any advice? Okay. Board member Wright,
Yes.
board member Rendon,
Yes.
board member Hepburn,
Yes.
board member Vincelette,
Aye.
and board member Gutierrez.
yes,
Did you get more information about that?
aye.
What-
What's that?
Did you get more information about that though? Like what's that in regards to?
That is to move our
Your license, right?
electoral ability to, into sections,
Districts.
districts for what our district
In Roseman?
in Rosewood, yeah. So, we need more,
No, that's what I thought it meant, but I just wanted to make sure.
yeah, more information, because, I mean, we, in Rosewood, we have 22,000 people. And we cover 380 miles square. The voter at the last election was roughly a little over 6,000 voters only.
Right.
So it's
Table.
takes till we
No, I
have
think,
more
I
information.
just wanted to see if I understood this, because coming from where I live, I understand that, that's what it sounds like, though, but.
Yeah. To
It's good
me,
that you asked it, 'cause someone else
I'm gonna
might
give you
have
my opinion on this. To me, this was originally, this law was originally designed for areas like in New York, where you have Harlem,
Right.
and then you have,
Right.
so, what is it, Soho?
So, yeah.
And then those
So it's equal
areas
representation, right?
have to get their own representation. But in Roseland, I mean, we got Roseland, and we have a very diverse board.
Well, right, and that's, okay, next week.
So we're gonna table that for more information.
Yeah.
Okay. Board goals for the 2025, 2026 school year. Okay,
Okay,
Ms. Gates,
thank
it's all
you,
you.
thank you, thank you. If I need that, I will. So, board members, And I've asked Dan to help me this evening make it a little bit neater. The one thing that I want you to add, Dan, that I can tell you I did not accomplish in 24-25 is Mrs. Hepburn's desire for us to plant. So I'd like you to go right in all schools and what's the best way for me to word that? You want vegetables
I
or
want,
what?
I want growing, I want people
Gardening, put gardening
I want-
right there in all schools.
There's plenty of spots that have a bunch of empty beds with weeds in them. I see them.
So
I'm gonna start
the
throwing
reason-
seeds all over the place.
the reason I asked Dan to create for me this little graph is because one of the suggestions in the evaluation was that people might want to make a recommendation for me instead of district-wide for a unique site. So I had him set it up like this. So now is the time, board. Please speak up. If you want something, I'll make this up. If you see something that needs to be done we've moved Abe Lincoln and Rare Earth to the what was prior the adult ed campus. They're over there now. But if you see something that you would like me to work on, me and my team, I don't do it alone, let me make that clear. For 25-26, now's the time, please speak up.
So I'd like to see a community garden. I think that would be almost best.
Community
I
garden.
think that we have plenty of open space
That would.
over there. I think that we can, I think that would do well. If you want to have a garden, I think that we just have one central location maybe instead of each individual site.
Okay, so just put over there all schools or put community garden there for me, Dan, if you would.
I have a question with that.
Oh, Alma's doing it. Oh, I thought Dan was, I'm sorry. Thank you. Okay, what else have we got?
Can I,
Sure.
to answer your question, a community garden is for the community to use the land and allow the water, off our side.
Right.
But they have to tend their own garden.
Okay.
It is used a lot in urban areas where there isn't a whole lot of, people live in apartments. Go to a community garden where they can grow their vegetables and stuff and still take something home from there.
I would like to add to that, as a part of our community schools grant and everything, and going to all these conferences, they do this. It is for the community, of course, but you just can't let anybody on campus. But I like what you're saying, and you're right about that, but I feel like we could have programs with the students to like, hey, this is for them. And they tend to the garden, they provide it to the schools, they give it out to the community, and they can see where the food actually comes from. And it makes you feel good. You touch the soil, you smell it, you feel better. It's like natural. What's the drugs you take that make you feel better? Prozac? I don't know.
If you just give an example, I don't normally chime in on to say this. Anybody would like to see an example of an amazing garden that is run by the students where they use the produce not only in their town, but put out to the community. I have a site that is always welcome.
The one thing I want to just say is that piece of land that I think you guys are thinking of on the high school campus, behind the fence, would be a problem. Because first of all, then that whole fence has to come down, because then when the fence comes down, now I'm giving everybody access to a campus, which would violate everything that worries me about the safety issue. I'd have to put up some other fences around the classrooms on both sides and the back walkway. I mean, I guess it's possible, but
I think there's already a fence on that side.
there's a fence in front
See?
that would have to come down if they were.
There's a fence in between them, but you need a better fence.
Right.
There's one
There is a
behind the
fence
walkway
there.
for the students.
Yes,
Inside
Yeah,
there's a fence, but you would need a better fence.
yes.
Yes. Because that other fence you could just.
But I mean, I'm not saying it's not possible. this is, I know we failed here last year, so we will definitely take a good look at this. Okay, and come on,
I'd like to see law enforcement on campus. We've talked about this.
real law enforcement.
Yeah, real law
Hey,
enforcement.
I caught somebody yesterday,
Yeah,
but I guess
yeah, situations like that.
it's okay if I had help from Robert. Can't take all the credit. All right, law enforcement on campus, real law enforcement.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'd like to see something with, I'm not sure if we have anything like this with everybody. Like trauma-informed education for staff. So like with these kids, they have problems sometimes. We have to be able to recognize what's going on and navigate and help them. So I feel like with giving them some type of education, not how much, I'm not sure how much education, but giving them something to work with when they're dealing with students that are dealing with trauma. I think that would help.
you're talking professional development
Yes.
for staff.
Yes.
Did you get that? Trauma-informed education for staff. Thank you.
Ms. Gaines, we just had that today.
Oh, sweet.
Yes,
Part of
from,
the PBIS training was Ms.
Yes.
Capaliza.
Yes.
She trained all the staff there. Trauma informed practice.
Good job.
Okay.
Look,
Done.
look, you already did it. Good job.
Thank you, Dave.
She could say she did it.
Are you sure I don't have a garden out there someplace? Come on, guys, help me out. Yeah,
Garden of Dandelions.
what else have we got?
All right, my turn, Barbara.
Oh, good boy, here we go.
We need to, start flag football starting the fall of 26 for the girls. And the goal would be to start by getting a coaching staff together because it's gonna take them a while, to teach the girls and to play the sport. It is getting a little more complicated, but I think it's time that we need to push that forward.
Flag football for girls, is that what I heard, Bob?
That's correct.
Okay,
That would be probably for high school.
okay, for high school.
Mhm.
Okay,
And I've heard there's like grants, programs, things like that would.
we're gonna be writing, though, I'm gonna be writing CTE grants right now, but doesn't always have to be me. Let's see, so did you put flag football?
Yeah.
Oh, Roseman High, okay, there you go, over there, I was looking down there. All right, what else have we got, Bob? I'm sure that's not it. You've got more.
I'm thinking.
Oh, you're thinking.
Yeah, and that's dangerous.
What about, obviously they'd have to have a, my brain does not work, I'm so tired right now. But, the flamenco dancing, is that what it's called? Flamenco at all the campuses possibly. Yeah.
Folklorico dancing, yeah.
Yeah.
Folklorico.
You're talking about the dancing?
Yeah. Is it florico?
No,
No, it's, for,
ballroom. They want folklorico dancing.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, we have to have someone to actually be there,
The costumes are amazing,
they're beautiful.
yes.
Beautiful.
Okay. Should we board add what the construction things we're working on at these sites or no? Because there's some major projects going on at those sites right now.
Yeah, we've got, locker rooms coming in. We've got, a couple of.
Weight room
weight
and
room,
dance studio.
dance studio,
We
That's
have
all high school.
CTE building in the
a CTE building.
works.
That's not really fair to you if it doesn't, you don't meet the deadline though, because you're not,
This is for the year.
just saying.
But we can get them started.
Yeah,
Look at you.
I would just,
There you go.
I mean, we're construction
Thanks, Ed.
as we can.
Yeah, but there are a
Think
lot of
about-
things that are gonna occupy a lot of our time, believe me.
I mean,
We are spending a lot of time in the construction.
You bet,
spend
you bet.
Oh, we're still.
4 hours every Monday down here just doing the construction stuff.
I got one. I would like to see, at Tropico, and even in the elementary level, but I feel like in Tropico, these kids don't know what to do when they come across vapes, if they come across, things in that situation, like in education, and to say no, don't do this, don't do that, even though they may get some type of information in elementary school, I feel like we need a program in the middle school realm, because that's when it's going on. In middle school.
Drug-related
I
program
know our
for
parents community.
Tropico and
Yeah.
suggest you Tropico,
And if we could
Alt
get,
Ed, and the high school.
yeah, and maybe even fifth grade,
This is one of the drug dog people.
Fifth grade, all schools, all schools,
Yeah.
all schools.
Not trying to pitch it, maybe like, listen, you guys ever thought about, I'm not sure which it is, but I'm sure. Which one? Either way. Yes, he has no drug program that that they.
Who is this?
Mr. Radke.
He's one of the drug dog,
Yes.
guys,
Yeah.
and he has his own program, just
Yeah.
as, I've heard good things about it. but-
He came the one night and,
Oh, that's right, he's good, yeah.
yes, and
He had all
showed
those
the
secret
parents
info,
what all the vapes and different things look
I
like.
think we
Yeah.
can those,
Right, for the parents, but also for the kids,
100%.
for, what to do, how to say no, how to navigate through finding a vape, and how to let someone know, hey, this is what I found, and notify the right people,
So
not put it in their pocket.
just to verify some sort of assembly maybe then is what you're looking
I'd say
for,
I
like an
found it.
assembly to where everyone,
I had him actually come and talk to, he actually was his idea to come in last year and talk to each of our classes
Okay,
for like 15 minutes, our fourth and fifth.
okay,
Every time he'd come and tell, he ended up talking to all of them. So they were kind of really informed about what he did. So he used to come into a fourth and fifth grade class and be like, why are they here?
Mhm.
Are they trying to get my food or whatever? But it was very good.
Okay.
He explained, he loves talking to kids.
Wonderful.
It was excellent.
I think if you went to the elementaries, you maybe ask parents if they wanted to opt out of something like that.
no,
I think the fifth graders need it.
I know, like,
why would you
my
wanna opt out of
daughter-
telling your kid, like,
Oh,
to
when
not
my
do
daughter
it?
was at West Park and they were learning about like drugs and stuff in kindergarten, I don't think that's something that I wanted to be the one to say, hey, this is what you look for, not, hey, guess what, this is all out there. It's just, I think maybe a question about it, like,
almost like the
I
dare program.
can't speak for every parent.
I think it should be.
He said fourth and fifth, I don't
Age
think.
appropriate,
Yeah,
yes.
I heard fifth grade,
Fifth,
Yeah.
fifth,
yeah.
fifth, fourth.
Yeah, I'd say
Although we,
three,
although
three,
let's,
fourth, fifth, and then
board members, let's remember we have had
Yes.
fourth grade,
No,
third grade,
it's,
Mr. Adams is reminding us.
Okay, it's a
Okay.
pretty conversation by
Yeah.
third grade, but
Right.
You might want to start over that break, but yeah. Like
Right.
you said, age appropriate, but.
Yeah.
third
Yeah, I
grade,
mean, they can opt out, of course,
third grade.
Yeah,
don't take your kid there, but
Bring back the DARE program.
Yeah.
So that program,
I
I looked at
yeah,
it.
exactly.
So that program is called Keeping It Real.
keep it.
They changed the name of it.
I might want to bring in, if you don't mind, because we're talking about that. One of the reasons Hope Squad is started was to get that peer-to-peer information out to the kids. And we need to emphasize that extremely that the board backs getting this done, because we are seeing a lot of kids who shouldn't be in front of us because they're being latched on by the other group, and that we need to have that group get the kids before they go to the bad kids. I hate to use that, but that's what it is. That's my opinion on that. And I've been talking with Cheryl and Annalisa and a few others, and they are ready to emphasize that, and I'd like to make sure that we, the board, pay attention to that a little bit better and work with them to make sure that that message is getting out, because that is one avenue to get the message out.
Right? Folks watch class and then they
it's been a class at Tropico and Roseman High and a club at the elementaries. They run after school clubs at the elementaries. This year it'll be a class at Tropico, Roseman High, and Rare Earth, and club at the elementaries.
Maybe the smoke detectors for the restrooms.
Vape detectors, I would say that's probably TMS and Roseman High. Vape detectors.
What about at, yeah, ALS too, right?
Oh, they're actually wanted.
Oh, they're wanted, but you
Yeah,
know.
but I think that we
Yeah.
can just continue it between EMS, Alice, and RATs.
Now, Rare Earth and Abe Lincoln classrooms where the kids will be in, the restrooms are in the classroom. That's gonna be very interesting. Very interesting.
Just because they're wanted, they hide it in their shoes, I've seen it before.
Right.
Because they don't want it all the way down.
Yes.
I've seen the kids stop right for the gate, they put it in their shoes.
Sure.
Did you put it, okay. All right, what else have we got?
They don't make you take your shoes off anymore.
Bob, nothing else?
No, I think those are the two, my biggest one, of course, is the whole squad, but yeah. We've been talking flag football for so long, it's time to move on it. It'll make Jimmy mad at me, but that's okay.
I think assemblies, on issues or topics that we think are a huge, like smoking, vaping is a huge deal. And so maybe if we speak about that, you know, and let students and parents know that if you bring these types of things onto campus, you will, if we catch you,
We'll be right up here.
And I can remind you, board, that toward the latter part of the year, second semester, we also saw an increase in alcohol consumption, did we not?
Yes.
Yes, we did. There was, all of a sudden, there was a little time there that it was like, okay, people have veered off of vapes and now they're drinking it on campus. So we may need to, I like the idea, Adrian, of assemblies, informative assemblies for, yeah, drugs and alcohol, yeah.
And when the students, you know, go back to school, is there like an introduction of like, say, you know, everyone's in the gym, this is your counselor, this is your principal? Because when I was in high school, I was like, who's your principal? I don't know. That guy? Like, I didn't know his name, you know, or her name. It wasn't until I was obviously a junior or senior, then I was like, okay, now I'm paying attention to who these people are. Maybe just like, this is who you look for this, this is who you go to for this, so they can, you know, get a face and a name. I think that's important. Or if you're having difficulties with things at home, you know, just like mental health type things, this is who you can talk to instead of them just dealing with things on their own. And sometimes it's not ideal.
I know that they have orientations prior to the onset of the school year. For example, Tropicos is going on right now. But Dane, talk to me about the high school. Do you guys have something, once the kids are there, do you bring them in, let's say by grade level, and kind of go through, these are the expectations, this is the principal, do you do that?
So we have our orientations this week, as was mentioned by Ms. Finch a minute ago. Seniors will be today, sophomores and juniors will be tomorrow, freshmen on Friday. And then in the first few weeks of school last year, what Mr. Bashnath and I did is we visited every English class. And spoke to everybody with information about that.
I'm looking at the Tropical, and
Dr. Kelly's went over all of that with all the families, and that gym was packed, and it's nice because they're sixth graders, so we got to hear who to go to for the counseling. They introduced all of the principals, the sixth grade teachers were there. It was really great.
And they know, you guys do the, okay, you don't bring this to school, you don't bring this to school, you don't bring that to school. Cell phones this year. No cell phones on campus. Well, they can have them on campus, but they better be off.
Better be
And
away.
And away, so we do not see them. We see them, we confiscate them.
And I can tell you that the sites have been doing a really good job of sending out repeated parent reminders about that cell phone policy. And I know at the high school, I haven't seen Tropicos yet, but at the high school, it's in the student planner as well.
But they
So,
sign off on the planner and they never read it.
well, but they've been sending messages.
They've been sending
It's on the
messages.
walls.
They have.
Yeah, and you're sending the messages to the parents, and it's also the parents' responsibility to educate their kids as to the cell phone policy. What are, I have, like, you gotta.
Kudos to the high school, because I was walking on campus today and I was like, there's the policy, there's the policy, there's the policy. It's posted everywhere.
Yeah.
I think that this is a very good start for 25, 26.
That'll be plenty to work with. Yeah.
Do you want more?
No,
No.
We were good.
if we can get 3/4 of that done, I'd be happy.
Just worried about those gardens, but I will.
I will
I
dig.
will.
I got a compost pile, guys. I will bring you some good compost. It's called
I'm gonna make sure you say that.
Black Gold.
Thank you. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Alma.
Thank you.
What do you mean?
I'm good.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, approve the high priority essential standards for math. TK 5 grades,
TK through 5th.
recommended.
Yes, I've heard students, they're on starting on page 175 in the packet there. We've been collaborating with Dr. Wetzel as well as the subcommittee in our collaboration with Ken O'Connor. There was a subcommittee that was formed, and we want to thank the teachers in particular. Well, everyone was part of the committee, but was that I've been kind of communicating with other teachers as well, and inviting them to the committee meetings, and also administrators, including like Sarah Varela, Danny Paul, Casey Emmett as well, our assistant principal at West Park. So we looked at the math standards, and then over time they were consolidated so that the focus becomes the high priority standards for the ones that carry on in multiple grades. So they're called like anchor standards or the broad standards. And what was identified is the priority standards / high priority standards / essential standards for TK all the way to 5th grade. As part of our work with our consultants as well, like Dr. Wetzel, as well as Ken O'Connor and Solution Tree in Abbott, there's 4 critical questions to address in terms of student learning. And the first one being like, what do you want students to learn? And that is the high priority or essential standards. So therefore a subcommittee was created, and then the focus has been mathematics, but English language arts has also been worked on. We've had more work completed in mathematics, and we're able to have those available, so that way when school starts, now there's more of a targeted focus on instruction and on planning based on these math standards. Okay, so they're still part of the overall California standards, but they're more like of the overarching standards that can carry through multiple grades.
I move to a motion.
Second.
Okay, right? Again,
Okay, Board Member Gutierrez,
aye.
Board Member Bensalat,
Aye.
Board Member Hepburn,
Aye.
Board Member Renton,
Aye.
Board Member Wright,
Aye.
Student Board Member Finch, any advice?
No, yes,
Yes.
yes,
Okay,
sorry.
all in favor?
Aye.
Approve standard-based grading, report card, including embed high priority essential standards. Okay. Recommend, but I have questions.
Yes, that starts on page 186. And these are some in the board packet. And we appreciate the support of Sean Riley. He's been working with the subcommittee, as well as Dr. Wetzel and all the subcommittee teachers involved as well, in terms of organizing the high priority standards. The recommendation from Ken O'Connor is that there may be anywhere from like 7 to 8 more or less. We don't want to list all of the high priority standards just because of the length, and we want to put it in a parent friendly language so that it's a way of measuring student learning over time. So that it's standards based rather than rather than like, let's just say you can see like a progression of student learning there on how they're doing over time. So some standards would be covered at regular times of the year, and there's fluid movement there, meaning that when instruction is being delivered, it's not necessarily like from, say you get a teacher's edition of textbook is not from one from the front cover to the end, rather based on the high priority standards, particular units or sections in the book, depending on the standards being addressed, can be moved. So let's just say chapter 3. I'm just making that as an example. You have chapter 1, but you don't necessarily have to go in sequential order, chapter 1, 2, 3, based on the standards and how students are being assessed. That addresses number 2, in terms of how will we know that students learn the material or the content standards that we're taught, right? How are we going to know that by different assessments, right? We're looking at measuring student learning correlated to those to the standards in the standards-based report card. So then, going back to that 1 and 2, if based on those standards, these standards can be moved. For example, say the standards of chapter 3 it could go 1, 3, 2 instead of 1, 2, 3 in terms of going through the book front cover towards the back cover, meaning that standards in particular areas of the book can be moved depending on the learning progression of the students and what they're understanding. So it creates flexibility. That way, when there's let's just say a textbook adoption as a sample, right? Then the standards remain the same. What changes is the curriculum, and teachers have the flexibility to be able to, based on the learning progressions and standards, to move some of those units or sections throughout the year. Meaning they don't necessarily go from the front cover of the book to the end, rather there's flexibility there. And these were organized in a way TK through 5th, in particular just math for now, just mathematics. And this is going to be TK through 5th grade. So that, and then if we need to make adjustments, we can make adjustments throughout, but we wanted to have those because it's a culmination of work with Ken O'Connor, Dr. Wetzel, and subcommittee as well. Ms. Gaines has been in the meetings, I've been in the meetings, as well as Dan and other site admin, district admin. We've been collaborating, and this is one of the products that we wanted to share with the board here in terms of standard release grade. Ms. Gaines?
May I just add something,
Yes.
board members? There are many standards in every content area. In math, there's, I don't know, I don't know how many, but there are a lot. When you're isolating essential standards, you're basically validating that these are critical standards that the children in each one of these grade levels must learn to build that foundation to help them move on to the next grade level. And so will these be the only standards the kids are not taught? No, they won't be. But this is going to guarantee, for the most part, that the essential standards selected by the teachers with the input of Dr. Wenzel will be the primary focus. We want to make sure these are probably also the standards they'll be assessed on come the CASP at the end of the year. So that's why we're isolating these standards. And so we're saying you can teach other standards, but these must be taught.
My question is this, so I'm just looking at the report card and I see, standard met, nearly met, not met, blah, 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 for math. So they won't get an A, B, C, D grade anymore, or it's just like 1, 2, 3 if they've met these standards?
Correct, not a letter grade. It's more of how they're progressing and learning the standards over time, throughout the reporting periods, 1, 2, 3, and 4 there. And then any comments that the teacher would like to add in the far right there.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you why I think this is gonna be very, very powerful. And I think maybe initially parents are gonna be like, oh, what is that? But A, B, C, D, F is very subjective. You could have me for a math class and I might be like, okay, you turned in all your homework. I'm not gonna fail you. Someone else may say, but the student they can't multiply fractions. So how can I give them a passing grade if they can't meet the standard? So what it says is this child, we're not gonna fail the child, but the child needs more work, more exposure on that standard. So I think in the long run, the parent is gonna be able to see their child making progress, and that number is gonna mean something to them.
Yes, it makes standards less subjective and more objective. Here's an example on page 187. We're looking at the kinder math, right? Identify numbers 0 through 20, right? Order numbers to 20. That way, during parent-teacher conferences, also it creates opportunity for dialogue. And my son and daughter, they've been making progress. I see why they got assigned that to a grade, because they can count to 15. They need to be able to order the numbers to, or identify the numbers. They can identify up to 15. So that means they need to work on identifying up to 20. This is an example there. It makes it more objective rather than subjective.
I get it. I just feel like with second, first, and kindergarten teachers that I've experienced, I feel like they gave us those standards. Like at the beginning of school, this is what your kid's gonna learn. This is what they need to accomplish. So even though that's there, this is just also saying, hey, they did it or they didn't, or where they are, a way of evaluating where they are with that particular standard.
And I think the beauty of this report card is that, okay, so I can't, first quarter, I can't multiply fractions. I use that one as an example. But every quarter, I'm finally, it's gonna, one day it's gonna click to me and I know how to multiply fractions, and that is gonna be a standard that I will be able to master and carry forward to the next grade, for example.
Okay.
And my parent would know that. It's just not a grade. Kids get passing grades all the time who don't necessarily master standards.
Correct.
All the time.
Okay.
I signed stacks of 4.0s sometimes every quarter. Sometimes schools do it semester. But yet, if I align that 4.0 to the CASP score, night and day. It's like, what happened? This is a 4.0. Teacher says it's a 4.0, but kids did not meet anything.
Yeah.
So I think this is going to be more aligned to actual learning. And that's what we're all about, is the learning of the students.
And then
Yes.
students have multiple opportunities to demonstrate mastery of learning throughout the year. And it provides, the center-based report cards provides more clarity for team members as well as students and parents in terms of like what is, and then also to some extent the degree of rigor. We'll get more of that next Monday when we have the professional development with Dr. Nancy Fry. But we wanted to share these center-based report cards with the board.
I make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
Board Member Gutierrez?
Aye.
Board Member Vincelette?
Aye.
Board Member Hepburn?
Aye.
Board Member Rendon?
Aye.
Board Member Ray?
Aye.
And Student Board Member Finch?
Approve the master plan for English language learners. Recommended.
Okay, that is on page 193 of your board packet there. Just an update for the EL master plan. It's 2025, 2026 through current. We periodically update our EL master plan. In particular, in this case, for example, some changes that have been done are we have now a designated ELD teacher, for example, at Roseman Elementary School, and then designated ELD teacher at West Park Elementary School. So as we update our practices or our systems within English language development, then we update the plan just to keep it current. Then we communicate that information through our ELAC meetings throughout the year. And then for accountability purposes, for FPN, or for monitoring, sometimes we'll say, hey, we want to see your EL master plan. Okay, here's a copy of the EL master plan, or if parents are interested in getting more information on ELD. The EL master plan encompasses all of the items that we're currently implementing in regards to English language development. Lily and I collaborated on this, and then further collaborated with Dr. Tolliver, and she's been in contact with Kern County Superintendent of Schools as well for the upcoming professional development opportunities. So she's helped provide insight for updating the EL master plan. And then Dr. Tolliver, is there any additional items you'd like to add? And thank you for your support in kind of picking up in terms of like where we left off and just expanding the plan there. So appreciate your support with that. If you feel free to add anything else you'd like in regards to the EL master plan.
Just updating on the new benchmark assessments when it comes to K-8. We changed over to iReady instead of using Renaissance, so making sure that their reclassification standards are fully explained in the EL master plan, along with the way the integrated and designated teachers are presenting the materials, and as well as the professional development that is ongoing for not only our teachers, but for our paraprofessionals as well.
And Dr. Tolliver, if you would you please share with the board early on how many students you're going to reclassify probably in this boardroom very soon?
Absolutely. So I have the pleasure of reclassifying 25 of our students coming into the 25-26 school year. We also have about 5 to 10 more that, if possible, by the end of October, if we get those benchmarks done and they pass, we can get about 5 to 10 more reclassified. So hopefully by the end of 2025, not even this school year, but hopefully by the end of 2025, we'll have about 30 to 35 children that are going to be reclassified, which is tremendous. And they range from kinder all the way to 12. So it's amazing.
And Mr. President, I just want to add, I want to thank one of our teachers who came to me, Ms. Sinclair at Roseman Elementary School, and she had a great idea. She's going to be teaching all the English learners at Roseman Elementary, and just to make it short, English learners are classified 1s, 2s, 3s, and 4s. So per grade level, they're gonna all be in one class. So she asked if I would consider giving her and also the English learner, the ELD teacher at West Park, a paraeducator. So for example, if the teacher is working with the low 1s and 2s, then the paraeducator could take the 3s and 4s and be working with them, or vice versa, depending on how in-depth or how focused the lesson was that the teacher needed to be doing it. And so I said, I really like that idea, because it is hard to address 4 different levels at one time. So Mr. Irving in HR was able to provide a paraeducator, one for each site, and in the ELD class. So I'm really looking to see how that's going to help the English learners this year at the elementary.
Bilingual aid?
Yes,
Okay. Because
I believe they are.
I was actually a TA at ABC
Oh,
in the English language learning process.
oh my, do you want another part-time job?
No.
Second.
Board Member Gutierrez,
Aye.
Board Member Vincelette,
Aye.
Board Member Hepburn,
Aye.
Board Member Rendon.
Aye.
Board Member Wright,
Aye.
and Student Board Member Finch.
Thank you. Approve the following list of personnel items. Does anybody have any questions on this?
I actually have a couple questions regarding the prep buyout, which we
With the
recently
corrections.
changed. The prep buyout that we recently changed over to a stipend. Isn't that kind of like part of their job too? Like either like 8 to 5, 9 to 5, and rotated on campuses? Isn't that kind of their job to do that?
Well, they are there from their work hours. I think it's till 4, but I'm not 100% sure what their work hours are. What's not part of their job description is to teach a class, grade papers, plan lessons, and do all of those things. That's not part of their day.
But other teachers also do that at home on their off hours of grading papers and.
But these 3 ladies are trained. They're mental health therapists. They're trained. They took a special training. They have, I know that the 2 over on this side of the district have CTE credentials to teach Hope Squad. They went to a special training, I believe I want to say maybe Washington State for this. Where was it?
Utah.
Utah, sorry, thank you. To teach this class. So they have caseloads of sometimes 30-some students, plus teach the class, grade papers, and do special projects like on Hope Squad Week and do all these things.
I was just wondering if it would be better served to where we had somebody else do maybe Hope Squad, and then they would be able to assist the rest of the district students.
They'd have to have a CTE credential
Right,
and be
that's what I'm saying.
trained.
And so maybe how do we keep an eye on that they're actually doing what they say that they're doing?
Well, they have students in the class that attend their classes every day.
Yeah, they're pretty.
To be my thoughts on this, honestly, I was thinking about the different stipends. Mr. Shovel and I were talking about it. To be perfectly honest with you, these 3, this particular stipend, we know we're getting something for our money because they're teaching a class every single day. I pay a lot of stipends. I pay a lot of stipends out there where at the end of the year, I'm still out of compliance. Or there's a lot of stipends being paid that I don't necessarily know whether any coordination is going on. or not, at least with these three, we know they're doing the job. They have to do grades, they have to plan, they have to teach their class every day.
Which is fine as long as they don't neglect their other duties.
Well, they can't because they have caseloads.
Well, I know, just want to make sure. No,
Thank you for answering the question, appreciate it.
but a quick question. They cannot be a period buyout because of RTA, correct?
Right.
They could be.
Right, they don't have a period to buy.
Right. So it can be a stipend.
Well, RTA has no say on that.
Right.
They're not under RTA.
I know, that's what I'm saying. If it's listed as a stipend, it's okay. Because then it's not a period buyout because if they're teaching a period, then it's an RTA issue. I just want to make sure that we're not.
No, but Ken says she already, I mean, I'm not sure. She already reached out to school legal. And technically, on admin, they not even speak on that too. I mean, you get, it doesn't have to be posted if it's, for administrative. There's no contract. I mean, to be able to respect, there's no contract for that.
Okay.
So you don't have to follow any, and I feel like it's coming across like, you don't have to follow rules, but I mean, there's no contract for, administrative stipends or administrative, honestly, even salaries, I think, right? It's more board approved than anything. So, yeah.
Okay. Just leave that in, I'll clarify. Okay. Motion
With corrections.
with corrections?
Second, corrections.
Board Member Gutierrez,
Aye.
Board Member Vincelette,
Aye.
Board Member Hepburn,
I abstain.
Board Member Rendon,
Abstain.
Board Member Wright.
Aye.
I have more questions. I don't think we
Journey.
Now, approve administrative assignment.
Oh.
Is that-
It's on the last page, right before adjournment.
Oh,
Right
okay.
above.
Oh, it's tiny.
Yes,
I
I
just
missed
put it in
it.
there.
That's really.
Approve administrative assignments for the 2025 or 25-26 school year.
I move to approve.
Second.
Okay, Board Member Gutierrez,
Aye.
Board Member Vincelette,
Aye.
Board Member Hepburn.
Aye.
Board Member Rendon. Aye. And Board Member Wright.
Aye.
Now you can adjourn.
I'll second.
Aye.
Who made it first?
Legal bench.
Okay.